Hello, favorite viewer, welcome to Mr.Who Reviews. And today I'll be doing Batman Cape Crusader Season 2, Episodes 1 to 5. Yeah, just doing it like I did last time. But I think I'll do it a little bit different since, well, they're doing some stuff as well, but, let's start by saying, of the 5 episodes, I think there's 2 that really stand out, and that's Devil's Due and the Spectral Hand. And yeah, I think they stand out a bit more because I just find them more interesting with the characters, and that like with the Devil's Due, Batman has to deal with this cult that worships the Bat God Demon Barbatos. Those you that read the storyline or the event, Dark Knight's Metal. I know who it is, and they bring back Papa Midnight in the episode Well. And yet, the new Mad Hatter in this named Hattie uh, Tetch is just saying some bad stuff about the Batman and the GCPD, and her producer suggests that she get Gordon on the show to interview him and that, and yet in this world, Mad Hatter is a TV reporter, and yeah, it seems like he cares about the people who got them when the camera's on her, but like a lot of TV or movie people, when they're off camera, they be real jerks. Yeah. And yeah, the cult thinks that Batman's actually an avatar of Barbatos, so they try taking his blood just by cutting him. And that's also introduces the Mad Monk, who was one of the earlier evidence that Batman faced in the Golden Age on comic books. But is it me, or when Mad Monk has his mask off, he looks similar to the fake psychic from the Batman animated series episode The Prophecy of Doom? Is it me, or what? I got to say spoilers, so if I not spoil too much in this. And yeah, Hattie and Gordon get kidnapped by the cult since yeah, they're into ritual sacrifices. But thanks to Alfred, they getting some helping Batman find some locations where the cult might be able, or might be a, a squatting. Batman's able to show up before either a Tetch or Gordon to be sacrificed, and yeah, to see Batman and Gordon beating up the cultists is just very good to see. Yeah, and yeah, Hattie was a little funny in this, but yeah, that's my opinion. And yeah, with the spectral hand, it just said picks up on what Barber is dealing with from the season 1 episode where Jim Corden uh, was gonna uh, kill her for some money because there was a hit on her back in season 1, as I said. And yeah, he's just in with the trauma and how Corden is again an alien sentence when he volunteers for this a scientific experiment known called the Osiris Project. Yeah, it don't really work, and there's a prison riot when the prisoner think they're probably next on the chopping block. But I was able to knock out a few that took a guard, and yeah, there was no uh, escape. But Gordon is alive, and yeah, he's getting a vengeance on some criminals that he arrested, but there wasn't enough uh, evidence or they have to get him convicted. And yeah, he picks up the Spectre and this more like a zombie than a spirit. And on one hand, I can't see why they want to do another episode do a ghost. But on the other hand, does having a Horn be like a zombie like character? Yeah, I don't know. It works. It doesn't work. I'm mixed on it, but that's just me. And yeah, there's a good moment between Barbara and Gordon with the Barbara's the thinking what type of person she was seeing Gordon dying and feeling relieved about it, and yeah, Gordon's just helping her deal with the grief or just the traumatic feelings she has over it. And yeah, they're Gordon is after Barbara. Well, not what you think. I'm not gonna spoil what it is, but yeah, it's surprising. And this episode uh, set during like, the Christmas season. Ugh, don't know. And I do like when like the way Gordon takes care of the guys he's after. His eyes just turn to get black and you see like a skull and the some happens to the people to the guys he's after and he just said die. I do something similar to Batman but sign for a hotel roof does fall on when they're on it, but he doesn't croak, so yeah. It's it's good and yeah, it's good just have Batman take some cookies off a plate when he turns back or go back to the uh, back cave. Yeah. Yeah, the other episodes, Brute Force, Rockets, uh, Red Red Glint, I think it is, the Roxy Rocket episode, and the Deep Cover. Yeah, I think they're all okay, and you have some good moments, but I think they seem weaker than the other two episodes. And yeah, and it also has a new Riddler into the show, but he didn't like a brainiac that leaves riddles. There's Hom that how he riddles bullets from people or how he shoots people, whatever. Yeah, that's ever Enigma is like a tantrum, like a child going through a tantrum when he doesn't get what he wants. Yeah, I know they have to do something different with the characters for every like a new show, but I think that's to be the weakest reimagining of the Riddler there's been so far. Oh yeah, that's the one to pick up where the season one uh, ended with the Torm being on trial, but it isn't really going out well. But they do have a surprise defense does have a surprise, or the prosecutors have a surprise witness. That Torn's accountant, known as, or some people call him the Cameraman. And yeah, then the thing like Batman is a, a different since when he tries to get Barbara Gordon to tell him where where her dad's holding, like where the safe house is for kind of man. She just refused, and he tried to get her to tell him saying that she can trust him. I think if it was still seeing one Batman who tried a brute force her way, but they did say that Batman is in this Batman's way more some more emotion and that, but yeah, yeah, I think if they could do, and I think they could do more with the ending where Barbara and Barbara has Batman and her dad talk on the rooftop as he leads. Because so what they talk about. It's sort of similar with this with the first episode of season one with them getting with the good guys getting a bit of a win because they did get uh the cameraman on the stand and give his testimony, but the Torm wins since he had the judge in his pocket. So I win lose sort of thing. Yeah. What's what else? With the Rocky Rocket episode, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention in Brute Force he introduced Hugo Strange and he gives Eddie the blockbuster serum and Eddie executes it to his right hand man Desmond. And yeah, it took Batman ramming the Batmobile into Desmond to until he knocked out to get him down. Ugh, I don't know. It's good and that, but uh, I'd say that's be a one of the week episodes. I went to Roxy Rocket episode with Roxy trying to stop these business, big bad businessmen uh, misusing her rocket designs and her clean fuel. I think it's called the Orlanium or something like that. And the businessmen are a different version of the terrific trio, or the terrible trio. Yeah, I am glad that the different cartoons do a different version of these, and they're better than the ones that are used in the Batman the Anime series episode. I don't know if the ones in this is as good are as good as the versions in Batman Brave the Bold, Batman the 2004, or the recent Superman, or my favorite Superman. I think that they're a bit better than that, but don't know. And mm, yeah, I don't know any any standout moments from the Rocky Rocket episode. Like I think her costume could was pretty good, but don't know. And yeah, I think I do think Batman sort of looked into uh Roxy's supposed uh, death before this whole thing happened, and let's see, and yeah, the part when Bruce is saying to Lucius, does he always work on Saturdays and turn was Monday? Is pretty good. I and the company that the Terrific Trio run, or at least one of them runs, is the Triad Industries. So I think it's a good reference, and yeah, the way the one of them is misusing Roxy's the rock designs and the fuel. He's trying to sell her stuff to foreign countries and probably that having be used as weapons, even though she designed like the clean like uranium as a clean reusable fuel for like space travel and for the good the betterment of mankind. Yeah, know. Yeah, with the deep cover, Bruce goes into Blackgate as Mrs. Malone to get information of Desmond. Turns out nobody knows that much about Riddler, who took over Torn's crime since Torn and Son's been missing ever since the end of his trial. Yeah, and what's else? The sellout scene for this happened when Bruce is watching some gangster movies and Alfred gets in front of the screen and just talk Bruce, like give him the information about Master Malone that he's gonna so he memorizes, like he's interrogating him or something like that. Yeah, and yeah, Joe Ritter put a hit on Desmond, taking him by the ram out. And yeah, turns out there's some of the tournament that Riddler is in charge of isn't very happy how he's running things. Yeah, so he tries to put him in a line by killing one of the guys that wasn't happy. Hmm. And that's his girlfriend. I don't know if they ever gave her name, but I think she's just the type of character that does like uh, Eddie, and also likes him because she gets like jewelry and that. But I don't know if she's like that smart or whatever. And yeah, at the end, both Riddler and Desmond are able to find out that Batman and Matt Malone are the same person. That's what I think. Anyway, like Riddler does gun down uh, Desmond because he think he ran him out. And he doesn't mention about the matches and Batman showing up just after he shot matches into the river. But yeah, that's what I talk more about. I don't really know. Oh yeah, Batman does feel a bit guilt because he hesitated, but yeah, don't know. And yeah, and also with these 5 episodes, Batman seems three are a bit nicer compared to season one. Like actually thanking him for getting some information or even taking his advice every once in a while. So yeah, and yeah, they're not really doing that much interesting with the Riddler or Hattie. Even though I think Hattie is more like a comedic uh, character sometimes. I do find it a little funny. And what else? Um, I need some good music, good background music in episodes, and yeah, I don't feel like the animation has really stepped up from the previous season, just because similar. And in a few episodes, it shows the Joker, but not really so all his face, just building him up, and yeah, I think the build up is pretty good. Yeah, I get into the next 5 episodes next time, so just wait till then. And yeah, just remember to like, comment, subscribe, and just remember to share this video and any other of my videos that I've watched to whoever you want to whoever you want. Yeah, check my community tab. Just go to my channel and press post. I notify people when my videos are up. and I have some polls making sure in voting in, but if you're not, that's okay. In my for my community tab on the recommend section on YouTube, but whatever. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys later.